Many people only see the bright side of adult life. But no one talks about the debt, pressure, and silent breakdown behind an ordinary, middle-aged man from China. Today, I will share my real 20-year bitter life. Poor marriage, child surgery, business failure, epidemic layoffs, sick parents, heavy debt, and I support my whole family alone. I am from China. I am 40 years old now. When I look back at my life from age 20 to 40, my whole youth was filled with poverty, setbacks, failure, epidemic blows, epidemic layoffs, sick parents, heavy debt, and I support my whole family alone. At 40, my hair has thinned significantly. I am the only economic source of my family, and I finally know how hard ordinary Chinese people's lives truly are. I graduated from Nongcheng Institute of Information Engineering in 2011. Right after graduation, the school arranged a job for me in a factory in Fujian. I was only 20 years old, young, helpless, and had no family backing or financial support. The factory working environment was extremely tough. Almost all my classmates couldn't endure the hardship and left one after another quickly. In the whole group, I was the only one who persisted. I endured loneliness, tiredness, and helplessness, stubbornly holding on for half a year before I finally chose to leave. After half a year of lonely persistence, I left Fujian and headed for Guangdong. Starting my more than 10 years of drifting and struggling life, in the following years, I wandered across Shenzhen, Zhuhai, Guangzhou, and Dongguan. I kept changing cities and factories, doing day shifts, exhausting night shifts, and endless overtime work just to make a living. I watched the luxurious night scenes of big cities, but I was always the poorest stranger in the bustling crowd. Those years were poor, confused, helpless, and extremely bitter. I got married very early in 2009, when I was extremely young and had nothing. No savings, no house, no stable job. I started my marriage with extreme poverty. Life after marriage was extremely tight, faced with heavy life pressure. I did not dare to have children for many years. I was afraid I could not support a child and make my family live well. It was not until I was 28 years old, after years of hard work, that I finally plucked up the courage to have a child. For a poor man like me, the child was my only hope in dark days. I once naively thought that after having a child, my hard life would finally get better. But fate never showed mercy to me. When my child was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with patent ductus arteriosus and needed heart surgery. The sky collapsed, borrowing money everywhere. I signed the surgery consent form with trembling hands. Watching him in the ICU, I cried silently. That was the darkest moment of my life. However, when he finally opened his eyes and called me Dad, weekly after the surgery, I knew I couldn't give up. That small hand-holding mind gave me the strength to fight against this cruel world again. Even if life is bitter, he is my sweetest reason to persist. I tried to change my destiny. In 2016, I borrowed money to start a grocery business, but it failed miserably, leaving me with over 100,000 in debt. Then came the pandemic from 2019 to 2022. Factories closed, orders vanished, and I was laid off. With parents chronically ill and debts piling up, I felt like I was drowning. Now, at 40, I have returned to my hometown. I use my old skills to repair soldering machines. It is dirty, tiring work, but it is honest money. Every time I fix a machine and earn a few yuan, it feels like a small victory. I am the solo breadwinner, supporting my family with these rough hands. If you are also fighting hard for your family in your 30s or 40s, please leave a comment below. What kept you going? Let's support each other. You are not alone. Subscribe to John Steadfast. Let's walk this hard road together.